Hey guys, today, let's talk about something really important that affects all of us, relationships. You know that feeling when something doesn't feel quite right with someone you're dating, but you can't put your finger on it? Yeah, we've all been there. Think of red flags like warning signs on the road. Just like those signs tell you to slow down or be careful, relationship red flags tell you when something isn't right. And trust me, spotting these signs early can save you from a lot of heartache down the road. Here's the thing. As men, sometimes we ignore these warning signs because we're taught to tough it out or be understanding. But you know what? Your feelings matter too. It's okay to pay attention to things that make you uncomfortable in a relationship. In this guide, I'm going to be your friend and walk you through everything you need to know about red flags. We'll talk about signs that something might be wrong, how to trust your gut feeling, what to do when you spot these warning signs, and, most importantly, how to take care of yourself. The best part? By the end of this guide, you'll be much better at spotting problems early. It's like having a superpower that helps you make better choices in relationships. Remember, this isn't about being suspicious or untrusting. It's about being smart and taking care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, a healthy relationship should make you feel better, not worse. Common emotional red flags. Alright, let's talk about emotional red flags. You know, those feelings and behaviors that make your gut say, something's not right here. First up, let's discuss jealousy. It's normal to feel a little jealous sometimes, but if your partner is constantly checking your phone, getting upset when you hang out with friends, or telling you who you can and can't talk to, that's not okay. That's control wearing a jealousy mask. Here's another big one. Ever deal with someone who never says, I'm sorry? They always have an excuse, or somehow it ends up being your fault. That's what we call avoiding responsibility. If they can't admit when they're wrong, that's a huge red flag. Then there's the whole hot and cold thing. One day they're super sweet and loving. The next day they're distant and mean. It's like emotional whiplash. If you're constantly walking on eggshells, never knowing which version of them you'll get, that's not healthy. Last but super important, boundaries. If you say, I need some alone time, or I'm not comfortable with that, and they ignore it or make you feel bad about it, that's a major red flag. Your boundaries aren't suggestions, they're your personal rules that deserve respect. Remember guys, a good relationship should make you feel secure, not constantly worried or confused. Communication, red flags. Let's talk about how to spot red flags in the way someone communicates with you. Trust me, these are super important signs you don't want to miss. First, let's talk about gaslighting, and no, it's not about leaving the gas stove on, it's when someone makes you doubt your own memory or feelings, like when you say, hey, you promised to help me yesterday, and they say, no, I never said that, you're making things up. If this happens a lot, it's a big warning sign. Then there's the conversation dodgers. You try to talk about something important like your future together, and suddenly they're too tired or too busy. Every single time. It's like trying to catch smoke. Impossible. This isn't just being shy, it's avoiding dealing with real issues. Here's a nasty one. The silent treatment. When they stop talking to you just to make you feel bad or to punish you. That's not how grown-ups should handle problems. It's like they're saying, do what I want or I'll ignore you. Not cool at all. Lastly, watch out for one-sided talks. If you're the only one asking questions, sharing feelings, or trying to keep conversations going, that's a problem. Good communication is like playing catch. Both people need to throw and catch the ball. Remember, healthy communication should make you feel heard and understood, not confused and alone. Behavioral red flags. Hey folks, now let's get into some really important behavior patterns that you need to watch out for. These are like those warning lights on your car's dashboard. Ignore them, and you might be headed for trouble. Let's start with love bombing. You know when someone comes on super strong at the beginning? I'm talking endless compliments, expensive gifts, and talking about marriage after 2 weeks. While it might feel amazing, it's like getting a sugar rush. Feels great at first, but watch out for the crash. Here's a scary one, when they slowly try to pull you away from your friends and family. Maybe they say things like, your friends don't really care about you, or your family doesn't understand us. That's like someone cutting your safety net, not good at all. Watch your wallet too. If they're always forgetting their money, asking for loans, or controlling how you spend your cash, that's what we call financial manipulation. Your money should stay your business. Last but super important, look at what they do. Not just what they say. If someone keeps promising to change but never does, or says they love you but treats you badly, that's like having a GPS that always gives you wrong directions. Totally unreliable. Remember guys, actions speak way louder than words, and someone who really cares about you will show it through their behavior, not just their promises. Social media and technology red flags. Hey there, let's talk about something super important in today's digital world. Red flags that pop up and how someone handles social media and technology in your relationship. First up, privacy invasion. If your partner is constantly peeking over your shoulder while you're on your phone, or randomly grabbing your phone to check what you're doing, that's not okay. It's like having someone read your diary without permission. Everyone needs their personal space, even in the digital world. Here's a big no-no: when they demand your passwords. Sure, some couples choose to share passwords, but if someone's forcing you to hand over your Facebook, Instagram, or email passwords, that's controlling behavior. Your digital life is still your life. Watch out for the social media stalkers too. If they're tracking every like, comment, and follow you make, or freaking out about why you were online at 2 a.m., that's excessive monitoring. It's like having a surveillance camera following you around. Creepy, right? And don't forget about digital manipulation, like when they post things to make you jealous, use your social media without permission, or control what you can and can't post. That's like someone else trying to write your life story. Remember, true trust doesn't need 24/7 digital supervision. Your online privacy matters just as much as your real-world privacy. Future-related red flags. Hey guys, let's talk about something super important. Red flags that pop up when you think about your future together. These are like road signs telling you if you're both heading in the same direction. Let's start with life goals. If you're dreaming about having kids and a house in the suburbs, but they're dead set on being child-free and traveling the world, that's a red flag. It's like trying to drive to 2 different destinations in one car. Someone's going to end up unhappy. Then there's the future dodgers. You try to talk about where the relationship is going and they change the subject faster than a TV channel. Maybe they say things like, "Let's just live in the moment," or "Why do we need to plan?" That's like getting in a car without knowing where you're going. Watch out for commitment issues too. If they get nervous every time you mention moving forward, like moving in together or meeting family, that's a warning sign. It's like they've got 1 foot on the gas and 1 foot on the brake. And here's a big one. Different values and priorities. Maybe you value family time, but they're all about work. Or you believe in saving money, but they spend like there's no tomorrow. These differences might seem small now, but they can turn into huge roadblocks later. Remember, a good relationship needs both people walking the same path together. Solutions and action steps. Let's talk about what to do when you spot these red flags. Don't worry, I've got your back with some real practical steps you can take. First, let's talk about addressing red flags. When something doesn't feel right, speak up. You can say something like, "Hey, when you check my phone without asking, it makes me feel like you don't trust me." Be clear, calm, and honest. It's like telling a friend they've got food in their teeth. Sometimes awkward, but necessary. Setting boundaries is super important. When should you do it? Right away. If something makes you uncomfortable, say so. Maybe try, "I need you to respect my privacy," or "I need space to hang out with my friends." Think of boundaries like your personal fence. They show where your comfort zone ends. When things get really tough, don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to friends you trust, family members, or even a counselor. It's like having a GPS when you're lost. Sometimes you need guidance to find the right path. And guys, here's the tough love part. Know when to walk away. If they keep crossing your boundaries, if nothing changes after honest conversations, or if you feel constantly unhappy or unsafe, it's okay to leave. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is save yourself. Remember, you deserve a relationship that makes you feel respected and valued. Don't settle for less. Alright guys, we've covered a lot today. Remember, spotting red flags isn't about being paranoid. It's about taking care of yourself and your happiness. We talked about emotional warning signs, communication problems, behavior patterns that hurt, social media issues, and future compatibility. These aren't just random rules, they're your toolkit for building healthy relationships. Here's the most important thing. You deserve respect, honesty, and someone who makes you feel secure. Never let anyone make you feel bad for having standards or boundaries. Trust your gut, value yourself, and remember, it's better to be single than with someone who doesn't respect you. Now you've got this, and the right relationship will add to your life, not drain it. Keep these tips in mind, and don't forget, your happiness matters. Stay strong, stay smart, and thanks for listening.